Friends, welcome to the SVD Sadbhavna YouTube channel. Today we have a special guest with us to share his experiences in another country, Father Peter Kumar, an Indian SVD missionary working in Brazil, Central Province. A young missionary, enthusiastic missionary, has been working in Brazil for the last 7 years. We're happy to have you, Father, in our midst today. We would like to listen to your experiences in another country as missionaries because India has been receiving missionaries for many decades. Today, we are happy to have Indian missionaries working in other countries. And you are one of the young Indian SVD missionaries working in Brazil. So, how long have you been working in Brazil?
I have been working in Brazil for the last 7 years. It's good to be in Brazil, and I'm very happy to work in Brazil. It's my first appointment. I was ordained in 4th of January 2017, and immediately after my ordination, I made my papers ready, and I went to Brazil on 18th of September 2017. And from then on, I'm working there, and it's a great experience.
Where was your first assignment when you arrived in Brazil?
When I arrived in Brazil, first 1 year I was sent for my language studies, learning Portuguese.
Okay.
Since I did not know anything of the language, I also did not want to learn in India Portuguese. So I totally prepared myself to go there and learn the language well. And it was very interesting when I started my language course because I didn't know anything. I have to start from ABCD from the beginning. We say A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Then from then on, I started learning, and my first appointment was in a parish. I was appointed as an assistant parish priest.
Which place was the first assignment?
I worked in a place called Umaita. It's a part of Amazon.
Amazon region.
Amazon region. I worked there, and it was good.
Were you working on the indigenous people of Amazon region?
No, Father, I was not working with the indigenous people. The first appointment was in a city parish like Umaita. When I was working there, then the bishop expressed the need of another parish where there was no priest for last 4 years. Then he asked me in the beginning to take up the parish for 15 days, working there in interior and 15 days working in the city.
Okay. So you had the experience of both urban and the rural areas.
The first 1 year it was like that. Then later on I started liking the interior area.
Okay.
Then the bishop also encouraged me to take up that area as a area pastoral area. Then I started working there.
So what are the experiences as a pastor? Is you went from India where people attend the church on Sundays and people are very enthusiastic about church attendance. The same case in Brazil also? Was the experience?
When we talk about the church in Brazil, Brazilian church is more active. It's a laity church.
Okay.
And I have seen in Brazil, from in the church part of it, people take up everything. People know well because they have their catechism classes well prepared to lead the church. We as a priest, we accompany them mostly. But people are well educated because from the childhood, like when they are 6 years old, they enter into the catechism class and they continue till 16 years.
Okay.
When they reach 16
they are very, very well organized catechetical program.
Okay. They receive the first Holy Communion, they receive the confirmation, and after confirmation also we have 1 more year preparing them to go and work in the world.
Okay. So Brazil is the largest Catholic country in the world. 275 dioceses. So it's the number 1 Catholic country in the world. So how strong is the church today in terms of its influence on social and political affairs?
Catholic Church is very strong, and Catholics are like about the politics also. They are well prepared and they know well to elect their good leaders. They know that.
Okay. Brazil was one of the largest cities, Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro.
Which also is not for crimes and drugs and so on. So don't you see a paradox? On the one hand, you have a Catholic Church, very strong, people are very religious minded. On the other hand, you also have so much of violence and drug abuse and so on. What's the kind of response the church has towards these problems?
Normally, church doesn't encourage this type of violence,
Okay.
but it happens because of the drugs in Brazil. We see that a lot of youth are entering into these problems of addiction, and they enter and they lose the sense of reasonability, and they start fighting, they start killing the people, these kind of things. And also, one of the major difficulties that we are facing is bringing the youth to the church.
Okay.
It's a difficulty.
So, how is the presence of the SVDs in Brazil? Are we very strong in our presence, and what kind of apostolates are we involved in?
When we talk about SVDs and their mission in Brazil, SVDs, we have 3 provinces and 1 region. We have South Province, Central Province, North Province, and we have Amazon as a region. And we SVDs, about 350 SVDs in Brazil working.
Okay, good.
And our main mission is a pastoral mission. We work in the parishes, and also we work under the Bible dimensions, biblical dimension. We also take care of the communication is very strong in my province where I'm working.
You have a studio,
Studio we have, it's called Web Films.
Okay.
Communication
They produce some films also?
They produce some films, some videos, some songs,
Okay.
some social activities, some programs, big programs they produce it.
So, when you went there as a Indian SVD missionary, what was the first cultural shock that you experienced?
When I went there, the first cultural shock was that they serve a drink called caipirinha.
Uh-huh.
That caipirinha, they make it a big sum of like big cup, they make it drink, and they share it like pass it, you drink it, and you pass for other person after that drinking. So when I went there, I didn't know this. Then when they gave me, I was thinking how to drink such a big cup of drink. So that way it was a shock for me because cultural wise they are very sharing people, very sharing and very caring people. Like one of the things I